Hello guys, welcome to Olympiadia channel. And today's video we are going to pay the question of finding minimum of sigma expression. The expression said us that two different sentence of series are going to multiply to each other, and then by the symbol of sigma they add up together. But every sentence is positive one or negative one. So this is the condition that the problem set to us. So let's going to pay the question. Xn is a number series which xi is a member of -1 or +1. Find the minimum positive amount of the long sigma expression sigma xi xj, that xi is smaller than xj, smaller than or equal to 1001, and xi is greater than or equal to 1. All of the I or j is integer number, and I and j are different from each other. So any sentence here is -1 or +1. So for example, xn is equal to -1, +1, +1, -1, and etc. Or one another can be said it as +1, -1, -1, and -1, and etc. Or one another person can write it as +1, -1, +1, +1, and etc. So infinite situation, we can write this number series as xn. So the question asks us to find the minimum type of this series. So the series can be write as infinite type, but the answer is a single answer. So all of these situation can be lead to one answer, and that is the minimum of that series. So let's go to the expression that the question asks us. The question asks xi and xj first have to multiply to each other. So the expansion of this expression is going to be x1 dot x2 plus x3 plus etc plus x 1001 plus x2 dot x3 plus x4 plus etc plus x 1001, and this is continue to x3, x4, and finally x 1000. X 1000 is going to be multiplied by x 1001. So each step we have one lesser sentence from the previous expression. And we can name the whole expression as A. So A is equal to sigma xi and xj, which one is smaller than or equal to xi, smaller than xj, and is smaller than or equal to 1001. How to get the minimum of A? We can have the trick to get the answer. Suppose this table of x1 until x 1001 into row and column. We have 1001 rows and 1001 column. And then suppose a column of x1, x2, x3, etc. until to x 1000 and x 1001. And then we have the multiply of this column into the table. So if I take a multiply of x1 into first row and add it by x2 into second row and etc. until x 1001 into 1001 row, we have this expression. Until the right corner of this table, we have the expression a xi dot xj for the right triangle on the above right, and another triangle in the below left, which is the same expression as a. But we have these expression left: x1 times x1 and x2 times x2 and x3 times x3, etc. x 1001 times x 1001. So these are the addition that we have to pay to it. So let's multiply the column into all the table. By doing this, we have these expressions. We assume that these expressions are the letter b. So b is equal to x1 times x1 plus x2 plus x3, etc. plus x 1001 plus x2 times x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus x 1001. And this going to have x 1001 times x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus x 1001. So we can factor it as this number. We can factor the expression x1 plus x2 plus x3 until x 1001 and have this final expression x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus x 1001 dot itself. So we have x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus x 1001 times itself, which is to the power of 2. And as I said, this is equal to 2a, which is 2 times sigma xi xj with this situation, plus x1 to the power of 2 plus x2 to the power of 2 plus x3 to the power of 2, etc. plus x 1001 to the power of 2. Because these statements were going to be multiplied by themselves. So by simplify this expression, we have is equal to 2a plus x1 to the power of 2 plus x2 to the power of 2, etc. plus x 1001 to the power of 2. And we can lead to this expression 2a plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, etc. plus 1. Because in case we have minus 1 in xi, xi to the power of 2 is equal to plus 1. And in case we have positive 1 as xi, we have xi to the power of 2 is equal to 1. So that is no difference, we have minus 1 and positive 1. Because at the end we have positive 1 as xi to the power of 2. So 1001 times of 1 is equal to 1001. So the result is 2a plus 1001. And notice that this expression is equal to b. So b is equal to 2a plus 1001. And the question asks us the minimum of a. So we are going to have a as according to b. So by doing this, we have a is equal to b minus 1001 divided by 2. And finally, we have minimum of a, which is equal to minimum of b minus 1001 divided by 2. But the question asks us the minimum positive of a. So minimum positive of a is equal to minimum positive of b minus 1001 divided by 2. Or we have just need to get the minimum of b minus 1001. But how to get this expression? We know that b is perfect square because b is the result of expression multiplied by itself. So b is perfect square, and we are looking for the b as perfect square and is greater than or equal to 1001. So by getting the square root of 1001, we going to the number as approximately 31.6. But we have the integer one. So b is going to be equal to 32 to the power of 2. But we know that b is equal to the expression by itself. That expression has the odd sentence that is add up together, and each sentence is odd number. So the result is the odd number, and b can't be the odd number because 32 is even number. So that obligate us to have the odd number as b. So b is going to be 33, and 33 to the power of 2 is equal to 1089. And now we have to certificate that we can make this sentence to have the b as the addition these sentence together. First, we can assume that x1 and x2 and x3 until x33 is equal to positive 1. To make that 33 we need. And then we can assume that the left sentence is going to be positive 1 and negative 1 one another. So x34 is equal to x36 is equal to x38 and is equal to x100 is equal to positive 1, and x35 is equal to x37 is equal to x39 equal to x 1001 is equal to minus 1. So by doing this, these sentences cancel each other and the left sentence are going to make 33 that we need. So the minimum amount that the question asks us is equal to minimum of b minus 1001 divided by 2, which is equal to 1089 minus 1001 divided by 2, which if we calculate this, we are going to the number 44. So the result is 44 as the answer of the question. And the minimum of a is equal to 44. Okay, I finished this video in this part, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Until the next video, have fun, stay tuned, and goodbye.